Hey guys, so I want to do a quick video on object destructuring. I think they do a pretty good job covering it, but I think there's a little bit of a gap in terms of passing a destructured object into a function. So I want to kind of back up a little bit and talk about object destructuring in terms of our project. Okay, so this is the project. This is where we left off after the workshop. Okay, so all I've done here is just added a a folder called sandbox that has app.js in it, okay? So just as a review, this is the same thing that May went over, but I'm gonna just do it again because it doesn't hurt to review. So basically I've just made an object called person. It has name, age, and address properties, okay? And the address property is also an object. So there's a technical term for this actually. It's called a POJO, which is just a plain old JavaScript object. Okay, that's all it is. It's just an object. Okay, so the old way to do this, if you wanted to use name, right, and you wanted to shorten it and just make a variable called name, you would do const name. What did I spell const? Const name equals person.name. And then you just do that for each of these, right? So if you go to, I could do age, and same thing for address, okay? Oops. And then if I want to console log that, I could just console log name, age, address. Okay, and so what I'm doing here, if you haven't seen this before, don't freak out. It's just I'm using Node.js to run this file. Okay, so I'm going to type in node app.js, and you'll see that I'm console logging these variables that I've created. So all object destructuring is just syntactic sugar for this old way of making these variables. So const, it's a bit of a strange syntax. You're putting your curly braces over here. You'd say name, age, oops, and address equals the object. Okay, so this stuff that I've commenting out, this line 15 is just syntactic sugar for this stuff. Okay, if I save the file, run it again, get the same thing. Okay, so in terms of our project that we've all been spending hours and hours staring at this point, just as a quick review, our app.js file is where our state is, right? So, side, close this. Okay, so app.js, we have our state right here, right? So we're passing our state down to our directory component, right? So right here where we call our directory component, we're passing it down, okay, as campsites. So when this flows into directory, there's a this.props, right? Oops, let me take this out. I'm not supposed to see that yet. Okay, so if I want to console log this.props, if I open this up, what did I break? Oh, sorry. We'll get to that. Pretend like you didn't see that. Okay, so I'm console logging this .props, line 19, line 19. Okay, so this is just a POJO. It's just a plain old JavaScript object with this property campsites. Okay, so all I'm doing is I can do the same thing here that I did in the person object, right? I just go const campsites. Whoops, I got to do that. Equals this.props. Okay, save it, and I'm going to console log campsites. Okay, so now line 19 I'm still logging this.props, but on line 21 I'm console logging this new variable that I have, this campsites variable. All this is just you treat it just like a regular JavaScript variable that points to this array of objects. Okay, so now when I'm mapping over this campsites array, I can take out this dot props because campsites points to this array. Okay, so the whole point of object destructuring is to kind of clean up your code, make it look a little cleaner. It's looks better if you don't have this dot props everywhere, right? It's cleaning up your code, making it dry, right? You guys heard the term dry, do not repeat yourself. So if you can take that stuff out, it's a little bit cleaner, a little bit easier to read, okay? So I hope this helps. Did I save this? Yeah, okay, yeah, so you see the code still works. Cool. Okay, so I hope this helps. I will give you guys a link to this repository. So this is my solution to the workshop. You guys can look at it and compare and contrast and play with the object that I made if you want. So I will see you guys at the next meeting, which was tonight. So if you're watching this video, tonight, 7 p.m., Wednesday night. And I will see you then. Have a good day.